Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to Battlefield Fight League. It is BFL 82, the Night of Champions. We're broadcasting live from the Harbor Event and Convention Center in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia. There's a shot of the outside of our venue, and here's a shot of the inside of our venue. We have got an excellent night of fights in store for everybody. Hello, I'm Craig Nielsen alongside my broadcast partner, former BFL World Champion David Showtime Perron. And Dave, coming up in just a minute or two on YouTube, we've got 6 excellent fights, including 1 title fight. And then at 7:30 Pacific time, we're switching over to UFC Fight Pass, where we've got 5 titles on the line. It is going to be absolutely spectacular. One of those 5 title fights is for the featherweight strap. That is our main event of the evening, and let's talk a little bit about that one. We've got all the cage experience of the challenger, Drew Brokenshire, and he's going up against the dynamic, striking capoeira of the champion, Radley De Silva.
Always exciting, Radley De Silva. I mean, like, how exciting is this main event of the evening? We got the young gun, Radley Snake Eyes De Silva, who's been putting on really dominant performances over the past few years, hasn't lost in almost 10 years. I mean, he was very dominant in his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu, really dictating the pace of the fight, taking his opponents down. And his last fight, he literally fought an All-American wrestler, and he really, boom, was able to showcase his amazing skills like capoeira that we've talked about for a very long time. I mean, the kid is a red hot prospect, most likely the next champ, featherweight champ signed to the UFC. But what an opportunity tonight for his opponent, the veteran in Drew Brokenshire, earned himself a crack at the featherweight title after a dominant performance at BFL 81 against another young prospect in Josh Kukowski. But his experience really came to play. It was a step ahead of him everywhere on the feet, on the ground, really tricky on the ground with his jiu-jitsu, and dominated the fight for a dominant victory. And what an opportunity late in his career for the veteran in Brokenshire versus the young Snake Eyes De Silva.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Like I said, that is one of 5 title fights on this main card. And we're kicking it off with a banger for the Super Welterweight Championship. The champion, Dave Kites, putting it on the line against Danny Millette. After that is Valentin Bulat against James Torres. We got Derek Bergen against Roman Tassoni in a welterweight contest. Nelson Spriu against Irfan Ahangarian. Aso Polani in bantamweight against Luis Carlos Vanuelos. For the heavyweight championship, the big boys stepping into the cage. Jag Buller against Edison Lopez. Then for the vacant world lightweight championship, it's Jeremy Henry and Naveed Sangane. Christian Strong goes up against the champion, bantamweight champion Ali Wazouk, and we just talked about it for the featherweight strap. It is Brokenshire against the champ, Radley De Silva. That is coming up at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time on UFC Fight Pass. And coming up in just a moment, right here on YouTube, we have 6 excellent fights. Eli Faragalla taking on Ethan Northcutt. It is Isaiah Deon and Riley Huston in a catchweight contest. The ladies take center stage after that is Ashley Watkins and Rachel Hofer in a rematch. Muchali Jr. taking on Harrison Woods in a middleweight fight. Bernie Liu and Cole Smith go at it. And then our main event on the undercard, it is for the amateur middleweight championship. It is Fale Weggen taking on Mauricio Barbosa. So a lot of great action tonight here at BFL 82. It is the Night of Champions. All right, we're going to kick things off with our first fight on the undercard here at BFL 82, the Night of Champions. Just a little reminder for everybody, coming up later on the UFC Fight Pass portion, we're going to do a betting game where you can text in your betting. They'll put up little questions that you can bet on, and just text within a couple minutes to info@battlefieldfight.com, and they will they'll get you going on that. All right, our first fight. It is Faragalla and Northcutt as the fighters prepare to walk to the cage. There he is, Ethan Northcutt, fighting out of Unity MMA in Vernon, guys.
Making his BFL debut at 140-pound catchweight. Very interesting to see what he brings to the cage, to the battlefield cage for the very first time as we get things started. Where's he at? Is he here? Oh, this is his walkout song? This guy looks familiar.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right. All right.
Paying a little tribute to the great Kurt Angle is our first fighter this evening. Shout out to the Pittsburgh legend, Olympic gold medalist. We'll see, maybe this is a sign that the wrestling will come into play early and often. Little ankle lock if we're feeling cheeky.
Yeah, we have our friend Shaq here in the booth that'll be joining us throughout the night, in and out for some of these exciting fights. A lot of fights tonight. A lot of action. We're excited to be here to kick things off for BFL 82.
All right, and Dave and I are joined by Shaquille Majri. He's going to be joining us throughout the evening on both the undercard and the main card, and you're going to see him doing some interviews in the back, some interviews in the cage. Shaquille Majri tonight, a man wearing many hats.
Oh, running around like a headless chicken, so thank you so much for helping me in this chaotic journey that will be a wonderful night at BFL 82 Night of Champions.
As we see Ethan Northcutt, he is now in the cage, his first amateur fight back in July. It was in the Okanagan, won a third round armbar.
MMA is never meant to be relaxing, so welcome to the chaos, my friend.
Thank you very much.
You're killing it, you're killing it. As we hear the nice entrance music of his opponent here in Eli Faragalla. This corner here, Team Gremlins. You see Jamie Siraj behind him there. No stranger to the BFL cage, another hot prospect in Canada, soon to be signed, and then walking out with Josh Johnsey and Coach Jay in the back here. This is Eli's second BFL appearance. Looking to showcase what he's been working on, come out with a victory, of course.
Yeah, kind of a bit of a layoff here for Faragalla, guys. Hasn't fought since 2022. That was actually back at BFL 75. It was unfortunate result for him, lost a unanimous decision, but he's looking to get back into it. Part of the reason why he was off for so long was he actually suffered a back injury at work, so he had to take months and months off to rehab that injury, and then it's just getting back in, getting healthy, getting strong again, and that's now why we're here in 2025, and it is his second fight here in BFL.
He's still so young. All that, he's only 23 years old. I mean, wow, would it be nice to be young again. When I talk to these guys, it just makes me feel like a dinosaur.
Well, he certainly has the right team behind him preparing for this one. I gotta say, though, especially when you're coming in against an opponent who's coming off of a victory, who's been more active, fought last July, there's some trepidation. Not only is there ring rust, but this is a guy who doesn't have a whole lot of experience. I'm enthusiastic about the potential, but I can't help but wonder how important this is to him relative to his opponent.
Yeah, no doubt. He's been putting a lot of work with Aso Palani that we'll also see on the card later on. And as we mentioned, Jamie Siraj in his corner there, working on his takedown defense, getting up from the ground. And in his opinion, he's pretty sure his opponent's going to try and take him down. We shall see.
All right, the BFL is brought to you by Rockin' Cowboy Clothing Company, because it's better to stand out than fit in. Striking, the edge goes to Eli. Submissions over to Ethan Northcutt, as is the wrestling. Grit slightly to Northcutt. It is a 50-50 split down the middle in the overall odds to win. All right, let's get the fighters introduced for the first time tonight. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Check, check. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. This thing's on. Hello, hello.
Ryan, you're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Harbor Event and Convention Center from the fight capital of Canada, Vancouver, BC, as the Battlefield Fight League presents BFL 82 Night of Champions, live and exclusively on UFC Fight Pass. This event is sanctioned by the British Columbia Athletic Commissioner. Our commissioner representative is Greg Turnbull. Our judges for this evening, Jake Maxim, Patrick Gates, Brian McLeod, and Kevin Dornan. This next fight is a 140-pound catchweight bout scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 1 win, no losses. Making his first appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Unity MMA in Vernon, BC, here is Ethan Northcutt. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of no wins, 1 loss, making his 2nd appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing WKX in Surrey, BC, here is Eli Faragalla. And your man in charge of the action is Sal Ram.
Okay, Sal Ram is our referee for this 140-pound catch weight contest, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is novice amateur, which means here in British Columbia, the big rule difference is no ground and pound to the head in a down opponent. So it is Faragalla in the black.
Oh, right away.
Northcutt
does go for the takedown.
Shoots for the single leg.
As he was anticipating, sticks with it. Nice, turns the corner, gets a takedown, squishes him against the cage. Nice work by Northcutt as he's wrapping the legs, doing what he can to keep him on his butt. Nice work, great aggression right off the bat for Northcutt there. Definitely has a game plan. He's looking to execute without wasting any time, but nice work by Faragalla getting up off the cage. Great work there, getting back up to his feet there. But relentless is Northcutt, not giving him any room to breathe. Happy to just, he's got the wrap around here, trying to control, put him back on his back here, and trying to get Faragalla to tire out a little bit, settle things in, and see if he can be looking for hunt for a submission here. Great opening minute here for Northcutt right in front of us. Faragella's going to want to keep moving, do his best to get back up using that underhook. He can't just try to use that butterfly, scooch him up. Nice body shots by Northcutt. Oh, as he transitions to the back, trying to attack the neck there. Oh, this might be trouble for Faragalla. Ooh, that's not looking good.
It's getting worse and worse. He's getting to the back.
He defends the hand.
I think he's going to sneak out, though.
Yeesh. Nice work. Faragalla just turns back and manages to get a breath in and stay alive there. That was a bit scary for him.
Now he gets.
It's like a side.
Try to sink it
like
again
a side
now.
choke there. Protect that neck, son. Ooh. Weird position from the side there, but that's enough to block the airways and gets the tap.
That's
Wow.
the tap. There it is. It's
Just like
over.
that.
Just
Wow.
over halfway through the first round. Ethan Northcutt, impressive, improving to 2-0 as an amateur, and he was all over Faragalla.
Great
in that
pressure.
one.
Yeah, he didn't let him breathe for half a second there.
Not quite an ankle lock, but I think Kurt Angle would be impressed with the submission efforts nonetheless. Congratulations, Northcutt. 2-0 now as an amateur.
We thought he had it in once, Dave, but
it was a weird position. His body position wasn't quite right, but he's kind of from the side. But he knew that, you know, if you got the squeeze around the neck, even if you're on the side, you can't breathe, you're going to tap. So he went back to the well twice there.
and that's where he escaped the first time.
Yeah, he did a good job escaping.
But then, and I believe Faragalla does he stand up here? I think, and
Yes.
then Northcutt gets sort of to his side, kind of
notice,
around.
as he's standing up, he posts off the ground, and that's when he
You see
poses
the
his neck.
leverage.
He didn't protect his neck, and right away Northcutt saw that neck, and he's like, I'm taking that one home with me. Grabbed it, squeezed it, and another victory. Quick one for Ethan Northcutt. Great one. First round finish in our first fight of the evening here. Plenty more action
Very
coming.
impressive from the young.
Yeah, great intensity there.
Northcutt.
He didn't have a feeling out period. He's like, I'm taking this guy down.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. The decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's top Indigenous media productions. Let's send it back inside the cage for the official decision. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Sal Ram is called for a stoppage at 1 minute, 34 seconds of the very first round. For your winner by submission, due to tap out, due to choke, the fighter in the blue corner, Ethan Northcutt.
Yeah, very impressive from Ethan Northcutt. Kicking us off here on the YouTube portion of BFL 82.
Yeah, I like how he was just right to business there. Touch gloves, takedown. Almost got defended, continued, took him down, and then once he was on his back, he never let up for 1 second. He was hunting for the submission the whole time. Very nice performance by Ethan Northcutt. We have Deon versus Huston coming up next here. Deon sporting the new face tat. I don't recall that being there last time he fought. He fought back in October 2023 at BFL 78. And here is his opponent.
Riley Huston fighting out of Unity MMA in Vernon, British Columbia. This is going to be a 190-pound catch weight contest. We don't know too much about Riley Huston. His first time fighting in BFL. He comes in with a record of 1-0.
See Coach right back to action there. Both guys coming out of Unity MMA out here in Vernon. So nothing like having your teammate pull off a quick first round win to follow that, use that energy and bring that into your own fight here. Looking very confident. He struts to the cage here, making his debut.
This is the second of 6 contests on the YouTube portion of tonight's broadcast of BFL 82 Night of Champions. And then we'll remind everybody, coming up at 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern, we've got the Fight Pass portion. 9 fights, 5 title fights, and we're gonna play a little game here at BFL on the main card. Different questions will pop up on your screen during the fight, asking you for a prediction. Text in at info@battlefieldfight.com with your response for a chance to win some BFL prizes. So don't forget about that coming up on the main card tonight on UFC Fight Pass, as we see Riley Huston getting checked out here once again. So the bigger boys coming in, Dave, just a little bit above
nice to see.
middleweight,
190.
190.
Let's go. As he comes in here, Mr. Riley Huston, all smiles, ready to get his freak on. This should be a good one. Very exciting matchup here. Looking pretty calm and composed in there for only his second fight here.
I think we have some Riley Huston fans right behind us. Looks pretty intense.
And out comes his opponent here, Isaiah Deon, making his second BFL appearance. As we mentioned, fought back on Battlefield 78. Lost by somewhat of a controversial armbar. It looked like it wasn't quite locked in. But the ref just informed me that those are the rules in amateur. Even if it's not fully secured, you're kind of forced to tap. You can't let it get fully extended. This kid's, he's a strong kid. He's 27 years old, and he's been training for, a couple years now. And he loves it, man. He used to play football, and he's got really good people in his corner training at Animo. You got Posner with him. You got Kakowski. This guy puts in the work, and he just loves it. He's an animal when he's in there. Spars at Pinnacle. He does privates once a week with Adam, and then he's looking to get that first big W, man. Nothing like getting that first win, Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we asked him how he got into it, and he was lifting weights at a gym. I think it was out in Maple Ridge. So he was lifting, and Adam Posner, who's fought in Battlefield many times, and is one of the great up-and-comers in this company, he was working out there as well. And even though Deon had quite a few pounds and was older, Adam Posner said, yeah, I could take you in a wrestling match. And so right in the middle of the weightlifting gym, they went at it, and in just a span of a couple minutes, Posner submitted him like 5 times. And he said, I got my ass kicked by this young guy. I want to do this, and he started training full-time, and they work out together at least once a week now. As we see the tail of the tape, brought to you by Rock and Cowboy Clothing Company, because it's better to stand out than fit in. All right. Striking. Well, because we don't know too much about Riley Huston there, you're going to see we don't know too much about him, so you'll see the numbers beside Deon, but not beside Huston. All right, let's get the fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is a 190-pound catchweight bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 1 win, no losses. Making his first appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Unity MMA in Vernon, BC, here is Riley Huston. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of no wins, 1 loss. Making his second appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing Amino Fitness and Boxing in Maple Ridge, BC. Here is Isaiah Unchained Deon. And your man in charge of the action is John Cooper.
All right, John Cooper is our referee. This one's scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Once again, it is a 190-pound catch weight. Riley Huston is in the black and red with the, well, he's in the blue corner, so he's got the blue wraps.
And you got Deon in the red here. Both guys are clearly happy to be in there. I'm going to go on a limb and say this one is not going to go the distance, Craig. These guys are going to try to take each other's heads right off.
All right, they touch gloves in the center of the BFL cage. Inside leg kick from Huston.
Ooh, trying to set up that overhand is Deon.
Deon swinging for that, swinging the fences, that big right hand that misses.
Oh, nice uppercuts by Deon there. One lands, and then off the cage is Huston trying to take Deon down. Good defense by, ooh. Both guys trying to establish dominant position here. Both guys pummeling for the underhook here. Throwing a little bit of knees in there. Oh, Deon manages to throw him down, and Huston almost uses the cage to come up. A great job by Deon just to keep him flat on his back here. He's going to try and tire him out a little bit. See if he can land some shots from the top here.
And once again, this is a second fight tonight in the novice amateur rules, so he cannot ground and pound to the head here to a downed opponent. I'm sure Deon regrets that. So he has to work the body here.
Huston getting back up to his feet there, and Deon comes at him with some uppercuts here. Both guys on the feet once again. Great work by Huston to get back. Oh, big overhead just misses. Whew. You can tell Deon's really hunting for that overhand there, setting it up. Nice stiff jab by Huston there. Oh, big overhand. That one did some damage. That one hurt him. That was clean. Wow. Great shot by Huston, followed up by a beautiful spinning kick. Finds a home to the body there. Oh, yeah. Huston's going to want to follow up on that and not let him recover. Stiff jab. Snaps Deon's head back. Deon's going to need a bit of more head movement there. Oh, 1-2. Oh, and this might be over, folks. He's on chicken legs. Deon landing bombs, and John Cooper's real close to stopping that fight. Deon just gets out of that head kick. Oh, man. Deon's going to have to, I would go for the takedown or start having a bit of head movement there. Woo-hoo.
2 big shots that wobble Deon now, and some nice jabs being snuck in by Huston as well.
Huston crisp with the striking here. Notice how he's fluid, his movement. Good head movement, good spatial relations here, just staying out of danger and just finding a home there, not rushing. Great composure for such a young fighter.
Right lands.
Big one, yeah. Good damage, big power shots by Huston here. Man, you can tell Deon's really tough, but he can't be taking shots like that as he eats a bit of clavicle right there.
Final 20 seconds here in round number 1. A good one for Huston, landing 2 big right hands and some nice stiff jabs.
Deon's got a chin on him, man. But those are some solid shots. Woo. Nice durability by Deon. I got to give him credit, but great striking shown by Huston. Wow. What a first round there. Whew.
Yeah.
Huge shots landed by Huston.
Those 2 shots that Huston landed just absolutely wobbled Deon.
Here.
Let's have a look.
Boom, overhand. That was.
And then you saw him kind of stumble back a little bit there.
For sure.
I don't know if we're going to get a chance to see that second one, but that second one was even more devastating. Right there.
1-2, very nice. You can see him there, wobbly. Definitely hurt on that one. Stays on his feet though, but he's going to have to keep those hands up and move his head a lot more.
All right, let's listen to the quarter cam, brought to you by Fairfax Partners.
You didn't hurt me. You hurt him. Be more active in the clinch. You got this.
You can hear Huston's corner telling him that he heard him, which is definitely accurate. I'm going to try and continue that aggression and land those shots. As Bukowski's here is pulling the old Yoel Romero trick, trying to get his fighter a few more seconds there to recover. It's cheeky. Stoolgate, they call that. Ooh. All right.
Oh, both guys swinging big time here now, both missing.
Yeah. See how much Deon was able to recover here. I mean, both guys have power in their hands. It's a matter of who can land it here. Nice knee by Huston there. Aggressive with that uppercut is Deon. He just needs to land that one nice stiff jab by Deon. Crowd loves it. We got a lot of fan love for Deon here. Oh, nice uppercut by Deon there. Now a little bit of a momentum shift. Good opening minute to the round for Deon. Nice overhand by Huston here.
And Deon looks for the takedown, but that's stuffed by Huston.
Yeah, he's going to need to set that up a little bit better. But great first minute of the second round at the end, so I guess that was enough for him to recover. As you can see, Huston is a bit surprised by that, and he's taking some deep breaths here as he tries to throw his opponent. But great aggression by Deon in the second round here. Trying to put it on him, tire him out.
Little bit of damage over the left eye of Deon, probably from one of those right hands in round number one.
Deon was able to get the takedown in the first round, so he's kind of going back to the well, see if he could put his opponent on his back and tire him out a little bit. Nice, tries to pick him up, but good defense by Huston as they meet back on the feet here. And uppercuts by Deon, good uppercut, big uppercut! That one hurt him as he backs off and tells him to stand up.
Yes,
Smart, because he's not allowed to do ground and pound. Oh, that is it! What a comeback for Deon! Woo, and the crowd loves it! What an animal! That was freaking sick, dude! He's an animal, folks! He's an animal! What an uppercut! Smart move, lets him stand back up.
And it was the left
Oh,
hand.
the uppercut was so solid, and he knows that he can't ground and pound. Very smart, backs up, lets his opponent stand up. He attempted to, and he just fell right over, and keeper had no choice.
Let's have a look.
Look at this. What a second round by Deon. Boom! That's it. One shot, that's all it took. Backs up, lets him up.
That was a right hand, sorry. That was not his left.
Uppercut.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if we can see it here, but he tried to get up, and he just fell right, toppled right back over. And the ref had no choice but to call it. What a second round by Deon. As he's high-fiving the crowd here right above us here. All right, good job, buddy. Well done. And that's how you come back from losing a round, folks. Wow, solid second round here. You know, great first round by Huston.
Yep.
And tremendous comeback by Deon. Ecstatic, talking about that always ever elusive first victory. I mean, that one feels extra good, man. Well deserved, young man.
Hey, that's $1,000 for your ass.
He's ready.
All right, the decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's top Indigenous media productions. Let's hear from our cage announcer, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Cooper has called for a stoppage at 1 minute, 48 seconds of the second round. For your winner, by knockout, the fighter in the red corner, Isaiah Unchained Deon.
What a finish.
And it seemed like Huston was kind of bent over just a little bit after he missed. I believe it was kind of a looping right hand. And Deon walks in, tries the uppercut a couple times, and then just cut him with that big uppercut. All right, ladies are going to take the center of the BFL cage next. We've got Rachel Hofer against Ashley Watkins.
Amateur flyweight bout.
And Dave, these two ladies have fought once before. This is the rematch.
Rematch time.
Hofer was victorious, a decision in the last fight.
All right, here we go. All right, we have Ashley Watkins here making her second BFL appearance against the same opponent she met the first time. Should be a fun one. She said he had a great camp. She's been really focusing on grappling the last years, trying to compete in as many tournaments as possible to develop her ground game. That's where she felt that she was lacking in her past fights. So lots of tournaments and working on putting it together in MMA and rounding out her game in all aspects. Training out of Team Revolution out of Mission and Langley out here in British Columbia, and she started MMA at 18, comes from a kickboxing background, very strong boxing background as well, so she's got almost 10 kickboxing fights, and a few boxing fights, so she is going to be looking to keep it on the feet and really highlight her experience as a striker, so hence the work on her ground game. If it goes there, she feels confident that she can bring it back up, but her game plan, her keys to victory is going to be keep it on the feet and pick her opponent apart.
And her day job is she makes custom cakes.
Oh yeah, the cake
she's
maker.
She's a baker, yeah, she's the cake maker.
That's hilarious. Baker by day, fighter by night.
Yep.
Wow, she's been training for 17 years. I mean, wow, that's impressive. And she is four-stripe white belt, I believe, almost a blue belt. That knockout got some energy back into the crowd there. That was a pretty exciting KO. A lot of energy in the building as we're still just getting warmed up here, Craig. Wow, 2 quick fights. Third one here.
Yeah, a couple of lady flyweights are going to treat us to the next one. And there's Rachel Hofer fighting out of Titan MMA in Coquitlam. This is her third BFL appearance. She is 25 years of age, training about 9 years.
Well, you come to the right place.
I might have got into a fight or two behind the gym in high school.
Yeah, last time was back against Hofer here, was back in 2023 there. And she lost a very close unanimous decision, so she's going to be looking to get that one back. But she bounced back with a nice victory over Sonya Blade, who's a very tough opponent. So very nice confidence booster as she's coming into.
Yeah, that was back in November, just outside of Seattle. She said that Sonya actually had her almost in a rear naked choke. She was able to fight it off, and then she reversed it and sunk in a rear naked of her own.
Yeah, actually, excuse me, that was Ashley Watkins' background. Rachel here is actually 4-0, right? She's undefeated, so she's on a mad winning streak and looking to keep that going. She did fight back in June 2023 against Ashley. Got them mixed up for a second. And then she fought also in 2024, last November, so not too long ago, against Christina Ordonez, and actually won that in the first round by rear naked choke. So.
Yeah, that was the rear naked choke where she fought it off and then sunk in one of her own as she, Rachel Hofer, enters the cage. And you know that Ashley Watkins, who's about a... Yeah, and you know Ashley Watkins is going to be hungry to get...
the victory?
Yeah, a little bit of revenge. A little bit of revenge, yeah. All right. The BFL odds brought to you by Rockin' Cowboy Clothing Company, because it's better to stand out than fit in. All right. You've got Hofer as the fairly heavy favorite at minus 300. The striking goes to Watkins, submissions to Hofer, wrestling Hofer, grit goes to Watkins. We'll see how it all plays out. Let's get the fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is in the BFL Amateur Flyweight Division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This woman has a record of 2 wins, 1 loss. Making her second appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Revolution Martial Arts and Fitness in Langley and Mission, BC. Please welcome Ashley Watkins. And now introducing her opponent in the red corner. This woman has a record of 4 wins, no losses. Making her second appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Titan MMA in Coquitlam, BC. Here is Rachel Hofer. And your man in charge of the action is John Cooper.
All right, John Cooper is our referee. This one's scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the ladies flyweight division. It is Watkins in the black with gold and gray shorts. It is Hofer in the red.
Fight. Opens things up with some kicks, right takedown there. Watkins able to defend it. She's been working on ground game, attacks the neck here. Nice. That's looking a little tight. Nice work by Watkins, threatening the neck. Hofer forced to defend for a minute there, but then still opting to go for that takedown. Nice work off the cage. Just Watkins there, showing off that takedown defense she's been working on. Strong. Yeah, I remember these two gals fighting. Hofer doing a good job putting her weight on her opponent, nice knees, trying to wear her down, and slowly, gradually, however long it takes, take her to the mat and keep her there. So Watkins is doing everything she can to just stay here on her feet, just doing the right things, trying to get off the cage. Oh, she's gonna have to try to pummel for that underhook there, but nice, gritty and tough is Hofer there. Just, we know her game plan. Smother her, take her down. Oh, that she breaks off and lands a nice jab there. Mixing it up, unsuccessful in the takedown, and now forced to go back to the feet.
And this is where Watkins wants to be.
Absolutely.
In the middle of the cage, throwing hands and feet.
So far we see Hofer being the aggressor, mixing things up nicely, and then Watkins is trying to pick her shots here. She's having trouble finding her range. Oh, nice overhand by Watkins there. I think she might have found it as Hofer reacts by getting the takedown there. Ooh, Watkins gets away with it. Actually, no, she didn't get away with it. She had a little cage grab right there and caught by the referee there. That definitely affected the position there, so she's going to probably reset the position. She would have had that takedown, so good catch by the ref, and that's what was going to happen.
And she gets the takedown anyways, well, momentarily.
And now she's trying to make sure she doesn't get up here, so this is great for Rachel, bad for Watkins. This will dictate the pace of the fight here. Watkins can't get up. Hofer's doing a good job being heavy on top, controlling that posting arm by Watkins, and landing some nice shots from the top here.
Yeah, because this is advanced amateur, she is allowed to ground and pound and punch a down opponent here. She's looking to take the back of Watkins now and sink in that right arm, but good defense from Watkins.
As she gets up, that's what she needs to do. Great work. Back down she goes. Man, good pressure by Rachel here. She's just not giving up. Nice ground and pound. She's mixing things up real nice here. Got the hooks. Well, this is not good for Watkins. You can see Rachel's going to try and stretch her out here with her hooks and just land some shots, soften her up, and then try and sneak underneath her chin there for the rear naked choke. Watkins needs to get her off somehow, get to her knees, and just shuck her off here. She's a little high. Just not going. This is good for Rachel. She's flattening her out.
Is she going to have enough time?
Ooh, it's looking
Is she going
bad
to have
for
enough
Watkins.
time?
3 seconds here. Oh, man. That's getting there. And she...
Oh, she's got 10 seconds here. I guess our clock might have just been a little bit off.
That's 3. No. That's time. That was... No.
Come down. On here, but I think maybe our clock may have been just a little bit different than the timer's clock. At any rate, she got the time in, and it's Rachel Hofer with the last second finish here.
That was weird.
And just some relentless, relentless takedowns, relentless cage pressure.
I mean, great performance by Rachel there. Just I thought we had a different clock here. That was weird. But yeah, she had it. It was done, and she had a few seconds. Looked like the time ran out, but the 10-second clapper came. So I guess I saw a different time there. But great performance by Rachel. Not taken away from her. Like that was flawless performance by Rachel there. Well done.
And she looks so strong. Hey?
I mean, everywhere. She looked good. You know, she wants to get the fight to the mat, and then even on the feet where her opponent, that's her strength, she was able to mix things up and land some good shots and get the fight down.
The decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's top Indigenous media productions. Let's go inside the cage. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Cooper is called for a stoppage at 2 minutes, 57 seconds of the very first round. For your winner, by tap out, the fighter in the red corner, Rachel Hofer.
Rachel Hofer. She makes it 2-0 against Ashley Watkins. And Dave, I watched Watkins actually step over to the referee.
Yep.
She did something to her legs. She can't put any weight on it. She had to hop over there. So I'm not sure that this fight would have gone to a second round at any rate. She could barely walk on it.
That's unfortunate. I'm hoping she's okay.
It might have been one of those takedowns. I'm not sure what it was, but she's having a tough time. I can't remember which leg it is. It looks like it's the left one.
Fight would have been over regardless. As another finish here. 3 fights, 3 finishes. Our next two gentlemen coming to the cage here is going to be Woods versus Muchali in an amateur middleweight bout.
And don't be surprised if we see a 4th straight finish.
Hey, I'm like, we love that. A lot of fights, a lot of finishes, great matchups. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here for the action.
And there he is, Muchali, making his second battlefield appearance. Sorry, rather third battlefield appearance. Last fought at BFL 76. That was in March of 2023. That fight declared a draw. Do you remember that one? Due to a doctor's stoppage, due to a cut. So Mulif had to take the draw in that one.
Taking off his sweet headgear, man. Sweet outfit, man. Nice music. I'm feeling this. Looking good, man. Coming into some traditional music here.
Absolutely. So this music, he was in Namibia, his home country, about a year ago, and he's from the Mapwe and Kavango tribe. Again, they're based in Namibia, and he's wearing the traditional clothes, and we're listening to the traditional music of those two tribes.
That's beautiful. It makes me want to dance, not fight, but I love it. I'm feeling it. As he hugs his corner goodbye here, we can see Dennis Kang in his corner here. He's getting greased up by Big Rich.
He got started in combat sports when he was about 13. Where he was living had a youth program for troubled youth to learn jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah.
So he did that for a while, then he transitioned into wrestling, then he transitioned into MMA. Says he's healthy. He was injured in that last fight in 2023. So he had to spend some time rehabbing that injury, getting healthy. And what he's mostly been doing, training for this fight, is actually just working on his strength.
Oh yeah, he's looking healthy.
He's going to want to keep this fight more on the feet. He knows his opponent is very good at jiu-jitsu.
Right.
He's been working a lot of takedown defense, thinking that is going to be what Harrison Woods is going to be looking to do to him.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him. He's making his third BFL appearance. I mean, we saw him not too long ago with in a grappling match with a beautiful submission finish against Lucas Wilhan, who's one of the top grapplers around. I mean, he looked extremely dominant. So there's no secret that he's going to be looking to take this fight to the mat. As you can see in his corner, we got Jason Posner, his jiu-jitsu coach from On Guard Jiu-Jitsu, Matt Kwan. Yeah, he looked like a beast in his last grappling match. And he looked good also in his last time he fought BFL 74, 81, and here we are at 82. And believe you me, he's going to try and take him down as fast as possible and be dominant and sink in that submission as soon as he can here. Classic grappler versus striker here.
And no secret to what each guy wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are on the local scene. These guys know each other. They know the schools. A lot of people like cross-train and know each other. Like, there's no secret. He's like, Harrison wants to take him down, tap him out. Muchali wants to keep him standing on the feet, similar to the last fight. A little bit different vibes in the music.
All right, we're going to check out the BFL odds. Brought to you by Rockin' Cowboy Clothing Company, because it's better to stand out than fit in. And Harrison Woods is the favorite at -200. Submissions, they've got equal. Wrestling is going to Woods. Grit is going to Woods. Once again, we're going to see how it plays out, Dave. All right, let's get the fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
This next bout has been brought to you by Rockin' Cowboy. Rockin' Cowboy, because it's better to stand out than fit in. This next fight is in the BFL Amateur Welterweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw. Making his second appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Pinnacle MMA in Richmond, BC. Here is Muchali Jr. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This submission specialist has a record of 1 win, no losses. Also making his second appearance inside the BFL cage, representing On Guard BJJ in Pitt Meadows, BC. Here is Harrison Woods. And your man in charge of the action is Sal Ram.
All right, Sal Ram is our referee. This amateur contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds at 170 pounds. It is Muchali. He is wearing the black, gray, and yellow trim shorts. Harrison Woods in the black with silver trim.
As Joe Rogan would say, the black guy versus the white guy.
You ready?
Here we go. All right. Opening up with kicks. Oh, nice overhand by Muchali there. Oh, goes for the takedown. Oh, nice. Muchali attacks the neck there, but Harrison right away. Oh, looking strong in there. Really wants that takedown. No surprise. Muchali's going to do everything he can to not go to the mat or give his back. Great work by Woods here. Taking the fight where he wants it, getting that hook very sneakily. Ooh, man, just latches onto him there. Oh, man, wow, that is some smooth jiu-jitsu. Attacks the neck.
Yeah.
Seems a little early there, but, man, maybe he feels something that we can't see because he is squeezing already. Oh, and he gets it just like that.
Wow.
Holy smokes. That was quick. Unbelievable by Harrison Woods, man.
That took all of 44 seconds.
Damn, that was nice. Man, wasting no time. Well, I think that was even over the chin, but he just squeezed with all of his might here, kind of almost like a torque on top there. But I mean,
and there was the tap right there, yeah.
Oh, he did tap as well. Wow.
Yeah. That happened fast.
Man, that guy is strong.
He is a beast on the ground, Harrison.
It was over the chin, so it was a torque and a neck crank, kind of like I'm not exactly sure, but it was tight enough. You could tell he was giving it everything, squeezing, so he probably does that a lot in training. He knew he had it, he gave it everything he got, and it worked. All smiles as Harrison Wood with a quick first round finish. 4 fights, 4 finishes. I mean, we're on a roll here. Wow.
44 seconds.
That was fast, and that was pretty.
Wow, Harrison Woods. Looking like Indiana Jones out there.
Actually, he kind of looks like Forrest Griffin a little bit.
All right, the decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's top Indigenous media productions. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Sal Ramos called for a stoppage at 40 seconds in the very first round. For your winner, by tap out due to rear naked choke, the fighter in the red corner, Harrison Woods.
2-0. I mean, kid's on a roll. Kid is good. Looking forward to seeing him again in the battlefield cage. Wow. That was pretty. Wow, didn't have time to break a sweat on that one. All right,
we're going to bring our buddy Shaq, busiest guy in Battlefield, back in the back to the broadcast table here.
Welcome back, Shaq.
We're doing good, I think. Everything's running smoothly. It's not helping that these fights are finishing so quickly.
Just to make things easy for you.
But it's good for the fans. It's good for the fighters. No complaints here.
Average fight time of 1:42. All right, we got.
And I said 44 seconds. It was actually 40 seconds. All right, just want to remind everybody once again, for those of you watching right here on YouTube, coming up at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, is the main card of BFL 82, Night of Champions. You can catch us on UFC Fight Pass, once again, starting at 7:30 Pacific time. And during that main card where we've got 5 title fights amongst the 9 contests, we're going to be doing a little bit of a game where BFL fans can win some BFL prizes. We're going to put up questions during the fight, asking you to make predictions. We want you to email at info@battlefieldfight.com. If you do that within a couple minutes, we're going to select some lucky winners for some prizes. So we're going to have a little bit of fun, kind of change it up on the main card here at BFL 82 as we are waiting for the 5th fight. The 5th fighters to get ready, but Shaq, when fights are going so quick and the fighters try and predict when they're going to be asked to walk out, sometimes this happens. There's no logjam. There's guys thinking, oh, I got 10, 15 minutes here, but no.
I need a moment to breathe. So This is a welcome change of pace for me, but it sounds like we are getting underway shortly on the next fight. Bernie Lou, Cole Smith, catch weight at 150 pounds here for the amateur athletes. Cole Smith fighting out of Unity MMA, last fought at BFL 80 in May. A unanimous decision win over Liam Arthur. He says to look out specifically for either the right hook or the left hook. It's the tool he anticipates he can use to put Bernie Lou down, but he knows he's ready to go 3 hard rounds. This guy has a lot of experience behind him, but I will say his opponent's camp has done a good job of scouting. I talked to Bernie, he says Cole likes to stay at range, land strikes on the outside, or shooting quickly for the takedown. I speak to Cole, he says, I'm going to stay outside at range, but when it's time, I'm going to shoot right in for that takedown. So expect Cole to try to keep the fight at the distance until he's ready for that patented shot.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good. We've got Unity in the house, Vernon in the house again, third fighter of the night. 1-1 so far. Will he put it above 500 here as he's getting ready to enter the cage? You know, he says he's been really, he's a BJJ blue belt, and he's really mixing things up on the feet into his takedowns, and he's looking to put that full training onto display. And he says he describes himself as an explosive fighter that's really good at covering distance with takedowns. So we'll see if he's able to get that takedown. But although he does like to strike, and he stays at distance to make himself not susceptible to the takedowns. So, seems pretty experienced for a young guy. We'll see how he puts it together in there.
And what would you call that? I guess just a regular mohawk. I guess if he had the stripes on the side, it would be a Mr. T mohawk, but he doesn't have the striping.
I think that's the Chuck Liddell, man, the Iceman dude.
That's a Chuck Liddell mohawk?
The mullets are in these days. All of my male friends, their girlfriends, their wives, are all trying to convince them to go for the mullet look. But it's been a minute since I've seen the mohawk back in play. So bold, adventurous choice, bit of a throwback by our blue corner fighter here Cole Smith. And if my friends are listening, please don't get the mullet.
Don't get the mullet, yeah. And he said he learned from his last fight how to stay calm and composed. It's like the more experience he gets, the less intimidated he is getting in that cage. And as his opponent here, Bernie Liu is coming in.
Bernie Liu has a lot to prove. This is his third BFL appearance, but he is coming off of a pair of stoppage losses, especially that last one. 15 seconds is all he lasted. He told me he was very anxious going into the fight, and a big priority for this camp is to be composed, to keep his defense in mind, and more important than even the victory is getting the reps in. He doesn't want to spend all of this time preparing just to see it go out in a flash in the pan. He wants to get those 3 rounds in. He wants to make the most of this opportunity. Let the work speak for itself, and the victory shall follow.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, no fighter would be mad if they got an early finish. When you're on the winning side of that, no one's going to complain about that. But there's nothing more frustrating than what we even saw the last fight, a 44-second finish. Amazing for the victor, but nothing more frustrating when you train a couple months and then you get in there and you get knocked out or finish in 15 seconds. Holy, as a fighter, there's nothing more frustrating than that. So he just wants to get back in there so that could be long forgotten and moving on to the next. Because you're only, you know, MMA fans are, you know, easy, quick to forget. You're only as good as your last fight, and this is his chance. I mean, nice knockout and a dominant win. It's a whole different story. Everyone's forgotten about that quick loss.
And like I mentioned during Cole's walkout, if nothing else, Bernie has this game scouted perfectly. Everything he said that he anticipates from his opponent is exactly what his opponent said he will do. Look for Bernie to prioritize the grappling exchanges and keep a real close eye on when Cole chooses to initiate those takedowns.
All right, let's check out the BFL odds brought to you by Rockin' Cowboy Clothing Company, because it's better to stand out and fit in. These guys are a saw-off, both at 50% at -122. Striking goes to Liu. Submissions go to Cole Smith. Wrestling to Smith. Grit to Smith. Once again, we'll see how it all plays out. Let's get the fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is a 150-pound catchweight bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 2 wins, 2 losses. Making his 4th appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing Unity MMA in Vernon, BC. He is your current number 3 ranked BFL amateur featherweight fighter. Here is Cole Smith. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 4 wins, 3 losses. Also making his 4th appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing Lions MMA in Vancouver, BC. He is your current number 2 ranked BFL amateur featherweight fighter. Here is Bernie Liu. And your man in charge of the action is John Cooper.
Okay, John Cooper is going to referee this one for us, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds at a 150-pound catch weight. Cole Smith is in the black with a little bit of red and gray. Bernie Liu, black with white and gray. And they touch gloves at the center of the cage, and this one's underway. You can
so far.
You can tell, guys, that Cole Smith definitely has the height and reach.
Ooh, nice kicks by Smith there. He did mention he's like he's good at keeping his distance there, just trying to being the longer of the two. As Liu lands a nice stiff jab there.
You see Bernie trying to create angles here, cut off the cage, and press his opponent back to where Cole can't make as much use of that range.
Hook for hook there.
Oh, big right hand from Cole Smith. And that rocks Liu. Is Liu in trouble here a little bit?
Well, that's definitely not good for his chin and the morale. He's like, you know, whatever he's thinking, he's like, not again. Flash in the pan, be like, that's terrifying when you're in there, but you got to just shake it off and keep coming forward. Oh, wow.
That quick shot that both of them predicted came through, but great job by Bernie to scramble, push him against the fence, and pursue that body lock takedown.
Yeah, this is good for Bernie here. He can clear out the cobwebs a little bit. It's It's a little scary there when you get rocked early. You get a little flashback from last time, and now Bernie's going, taking his back in the hooks in.
He's got plenty of time here. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah, this is good for Bernie.
And to Bernie's credit, he said he was going to work on that anxiety, the composure. He got cracked.
Yeah.
Kept his defense, and he fired back.
Uh-oh, this is looking good for Bernie.
Here.
Under the chin. Wow. Look at that.
Fighting the top hand.
Smith trying to get out of it, but that ain't not looking good, and he's gonna tap. There it is. Beauty. Nice win for Bernie. That's how you get back. Get it back, baby. Nice. That's how good it feels, man. He was like, oh no, not again. Next thing you know, his opponent's tapping, you win. Thing of the past. Beautiful victory for Bernie Liu. And that's going to be good for the morale and the confidence.
And once again, we continue with the theme of the lightning undercard. Another first round finish.
So fast, man. These fights are going quick. Wow. Guys are game, man. There's no like feel out period. These guys are just going out, getting after it.
And let's watch the end here of the fight, guys.
He's under the chin there. We saw the tap coming there a mile away. Right in his corner. Coach Paulie saying, just squeeze. And so he does.
And after Lou got rocked, like rocked.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
Comes
for
back,
him,
gets the takedown, gets the back, and
I mean, that's the beauty of MMA. You know he wants to stand, he gets rocked, and then he switches, gets the takedown, looks good, gets the hooks in, gets the submission. I mean, that's why anything can happen in MMA. Best sport in the world.
All right, the decision brought to you by Red One Cast and Canada's top Indigenous media productions. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Cooper is called for a stoppage at 1 minute, 40 seconds of the very first round. For your winner, by tap out due to rear naked choke, the fighter in the red corner, Bernie Liu.
Proves to 5-3 is Bernie Liu.
Yeah.
Nice.
We are
first round victory
through these fights.
You don't hear anyone complaining about that.
No, and then coming up next, we've got the amateur middleweight title is on the line.
Yeah, this should be another good one here. Barbosa versus Weggen.
1 minute, we're done.
Another great matchup.
And once again, Dave, just so it's now just 5:30 local time here. The undercard starting at 4:30. These two fighters probably would not have thought they were fighting until literally 6:30, an hour from now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You're just in the back getting ready, getting wrapped up, and you're like, oh, I'll probably be on in 30 minutes, 35 minutes, because like fights can go 15 minutes, and all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, 4 quick finishes. The next thing you know, you're up.
All right, this is Fale Weggen, fighting out of Ludo Sport in Tacoma, Washington, making his BFL debut. He's coming off his first loss of his career. Before that, 4 straight victories, 3 of those by stoppage, so this guy can go. 24 years old, been training about 3 years. He wrestled in college in Salem, Oregon, but watched the UFC while he was in high school, and he just wanted to train UFC, well, MMA full-time.
Why not?
Says he kind of got robbed with that last loss, lost the split decision, feels he won the fight, but his confidence really grew in the stand-up. And then there in the background, you see Drew Brokenshire as well, who we're going to see in the main event later tonight on UFC Fight Pass.
Yeah, that's another banger.
And we've seen a lot of first-round finishes so far tonight. Well, he told us that he really wants a first-round finish of his own in this fight.
Who doesn't? As I said, nothing like that sweet first-round finish.
He said that in that last fight that he lost by the split decision, so he's got more of a wrestling base, but he was injured going into that fight, so he couldn't really wrestle, so he had to test his stand-up, and he said even though he lost the split decision, his confidence in his stand-up actually went way, way up, so we'll see if that plays a factor into this one tonight.
You can never hear too many times. Never leave it in the hands of the judges, folks. Never a good idea. As we see his opponent here, Mauricio Barbosa. A nice record of 3-1. No stranger to the BFL cage, making his 5th appearance. We've seen him on a regular basis here. Fought not too long ago. Actually has a victory over Deon that we saw not a few fights back with an amazing finish. Excited for a crack at the title here. Feeling the beat, feeling the music. Three straight wins, all in BFL by stoppages in BFL 76, 78, 80. Feeling great, said it was his best camp so far. He's got tons of great fighters in his camp that he's been training and sparring with. His weight is on point, his diet is on point. Tons of rounds with the champ, Deon, and his coach, and he's never felt more confident as he hugs Mr. Curtis Harriet in his corner there.
A former BFL champion himself.
Yes, I know that guy. And then this Barbosa's only 25 years old. He's been training for 11 years. That's almost half of his life. His background is Muay Thai. We know he loves to stand and strike, and he's been grappling for about almost over 4 years now. BJJ blue belts, but he likes to stand, use his kicks. He's very, very tricky on the feet, works angles, moves around, and he says one of his strengths is his unpredictability in his kicks. He can kick from anywhere, up kick, from the side, question mark. You just kind of don't see it coming. He's so good at using his legs, they come in almost as like punches. That's how quick they are. So that's a big strength of his, and he feels confident where the fights go. So this is a big one. He feels like he's gonna get the finish here, and feels like the pressure's on his opponent, not him. He's just in here to do his thing, and yeah, man, this should be a good fight. A great matchup. Loving the beats.
And you see as Barbosa comes in, I sort of thought Weggen was kind of tall, but Barbosa is quite a tall fighter. All right, this one, this is the tail of the tape brought to you by Rockin' Cowboy Clothing Company. Barbosa and Weggen even at -124. The striking slightly to Weggen. Submissions to Barbosa. Wrestling even. Grit is even. Okay, let's get the fighters introduced for the main event of the undercard here at BFL 82. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout has been brought to you by Red One Media, Canada's top Indigenous media productions. This next fight is for the vacant BFL Amateur Middleweight Championship, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 5 wins, 1 loss. Making his first appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Ludo Sport in Tacoma, Washington, USA. Please welcome Faragalla Weggen. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 3 wins, 1 loss. Making his 5th appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Universal MMA in North Vancouver, BC, by way of Brazil. He is your current #1 ranked BFL amateur middleweight fighter. Here is Mauricio Barbosa. And your man in charge of the action is Sal Ram. All right, gentlemen, he's gone over the rules about that. I want you to obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves, touch them up now.
All right, Sal Ram is the referee. This one's scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. It is for the BFL vacant amateur middleweight strap. Weggen is in the black with white, and it is Barbosa in the black with yellow and gray. You see how tall Barbosa is.
Yeah, he's always big in there. Very, very long and lean. He's looking to establish his range here. Weggen fakes the kick here. He's just kind of trying to find the range, both knowing title fight is five rounds. So
3-minute rounds.
So it might break the trend of first round finishes here, but we never know.
Look at his elbows. Look at the elbows.
Both guys light on their feet. That little bouncing Muay Thai flavor by Barbosa. Switch stance by Weggen. Confuse his opponent. Right now, these guys are just gauging distance, trying to see where they might have the upper hand on their opponent here. Both guys, you can tell. Oh, nice overhand by Weggen attempt. Doesn't land, but testing that range. Good composure by both guys, not rushing anything.
Put a right hand behind your jaw.
Weggen likes
that overhand right again.
Yeah, he's trying to time that. Find the right distance. We'll see if that one finds a home eventually. Oh, be nice body kick. We heard that one. There are those kicks we're talking about.
Hey, you heard him. He's going to get desperate. He's going to shoot.
An overhand, he's going to have to set that up a little bit. Going back to the body is Mauricio. You can see him trying to stay at kicking distance, knowing that he can't get hit and out of range of that big overhand that Weggen's definitely looking for.
Range, please. That's nothing.
Weggen's going to have to get in a little bit closer in range here.
Low kick. Low kick
As
there.
Barbosa's finding his flow here. He's gaining confidence.
Hey, let's double sometime.
And you can see that redness developing on the stomach
Yeah,
of
two.
Weggen from those.
Oh, there's that nice question mark kick followed by a nice combination by Barbosa. Very calm and smooth he is in there. He's nice with it, man. Yeah, those two big body shots, body kicks. 3, oh gosh.
Make that 3.
Yeah, on cue there. Those add up, man. But notice how he's not rushing, staying back, landing his nice stiff jabs. A nice, you know, he's very composed in there. Looking great.
Low kicks there.
Weggen's gonna have to try something. As he closes the distance, he's got to make this a dogfight, not let Barbosa have his way, and not make this a striking distance match only. He's gonna have to take him down, see what happens there. Good work by Weggen attempting the takedown as Barbosa's defending it. Trying to
Switches to the single. Back to the double, looking for it. Looks like he might have it.
man.
Briefly.
Barbosa with those long legs, able to find his balance, turn his hips midair, and land on his feet.
Just a few seconds left here in round number 1.
Nice defense by Barbosa. Great first round, and nice way to end the round for Weggen. And as he finishes with a nice takedown, couple hammer fists. Not any damage, but it's a nice morale booster when you know you kind of things didn't go your way that round. It's a nice way to finish things off, knowing that, you know what, this corner's going to tell him, we'll have a listen here and be like, you know, next round, that's what you're going to do. Take him down. Let's have a look at the replay here. See, that was after the kick. Nice combinations. Those were not power shots, but that was like a 4-punch combinations. Those add up. Nice little knee. And those kicks were damaging.
All right, let's listen to the quarter cam, brought to you by Fairfax Partners.
In the back, right? It's there. His elbows are so high. When he's hurt first round, he's going to shoot 100%. He's going to shoot because now he knows that he can get you down as well, right? Let's dig those underhooks. Let's get up, back off the cage. Let's try and keep ourselves in the center of the ring. Okay, Curtis? You're way sharper.
All right, you heard the corner there of Barbosa saying he's going to shoot. He thinks he can shoot.
Because he finished on top, and that's what I was saying. If we would have listened to Weggen's corner, they would have said take him down. So accurate, I'm sure, on both ends here. So Barbosa wants to keep the fight standing, and Weggen's going to do what he can to get the fight to the mat here. Very dominant first round for Barbosa.
Good. Light on the feet. Lots of movement. Side to side. Move the head. Move the head. Move the head.
Overhand by Weggen. Jab to the body by Mauricio.
Let that right hand go behind the jab.
Heavy step and jab there by Weggen, trying to close that distance. Oh, tried to set up the 1-1-2. Nice overhand. That one lands for Weggen. Tell he's got some good power in that right. Oh, that one rocks a big head kick.
Big check, Barbosa.
Holy.
And then this fight is over.
What a finish by Barbosa. Weggen rocked him. Man, that was pretty. Landed a nice head kick. We talked about how dangerous his kicks are. Set that up, all types of kicks. That was a nice little question mark kick. Rocked him, finished him with a beautiful combination. Wow, flawless victory for the champ, Mauricio Barbosa. That was beautiful.
Absolutely, and hopefully we'll see it again on the replay, but that question mark kick was partially blocked, but it still did the damage.
It was just so quick as he came up with the knee, so his hands went low, and then he just came over top. Let's have a look here. Oh, that was the combination here. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's just
good.
After that.
Great stoppage by the ref there, but he knew, he smelled blood, he knew it was over. Can't eat a head kick like that. But yeah, if we could see that, he just literally went right over. It was a perfect question mark kick. Lowered the hands, caught him in the temple, rocked him, finished him with a nice combination. I mean, that's textbook. Can't do it better than that.
Wasn't a first round finish, but
Just to say that it wasn't the first round, finishes early in the second, but hey, another dominant finish for the the champ Barbosa. Wow.
So 6 fights on the BFL 82 undercard, 6 finishes. We did not see 1/3 round.
Who needs a third round? Let's keep this party going.
Yeah. Brasil, cartão, vamos! Vamos!
All right, the decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's top Indigenous media productions. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Sal Ram is called for a stoppage at 44 seconds of the second round. For your winner by TKO and your new BFL amateur middleweight champion, Mauricio Barbosa.
All right, Mauricio Barbosa, an impressive KO victory with that the question mark kick, Dave, and then the following it up with the punches to end the fight.
That was a thing of beauty. Well,
wow, what an ending to an excellent undercard here at BFL 82. Like I said, 6 fight, 6 finishes. Maybe we're gonna have a look at some of what we saw. We didn't have a lot of time necessarily inside the cage, but man, did we have some great highlights.
what a banger.
This is Isaiah Deon here.
Coming back with the deadly uppercuts, just knocks out his opponent. Not stiff, but he let him out. He couldn't make it. The crowd was loving it. Man's an animal. Tough first round, came back with a nice knockout. That was sick. Then the girl rematch, we had Hofer versus Watkins. Hofer, I mean, she did nothing wrong. She just had forward pressure the whole time, took her down, relentless, and then got the tap. I mean, she just didn't let Watkins breathe at all. So moves to 5-0 and back to the drawing board as Watkins. And then another quick first round. Harrison Wood just, man, same thing, 40 seconds, just goes there, takes him down and gets the choke. Quick tap, quick work for Harrison Woods. And then we got Bernie Liu with him, also a quicker naked finish in the first couple minutes of the fight. I mean, this has been the story of the undercard here, finish after finish. I mean, looking at those highlights.
All right, well, that was a lot of fun. 6 fights, 6 finishes on the undercard of BFL 82. That concludes our time on YouTube. Want to invite everybody to come join us on UFC Fight Pass at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. It is the main card here at BFL 82. 5 title fights. It is going to be a whole lot of time. So in just about an hour and 45 minutes, just